Hello everybody. I know this map isn't the best in detail, but hopefully this will give us a general idea of where we travel to, over to the Village of Dabney, as we roll back to the back area in the new Enclave area. Well, holy smokes, guys. Look how fast Dabney in this area is coming up. All this popped up within like a week and a half or two since I came through here. I almost didn't recognize it when I pulled up. Oh my gosh, it is just completely different from what it was. I mean, these courtyard villas right here almost finished. They're still working on it. Not done yet though. Still got junk in the streets, a little bit in here, but man, I can't, I just don't understand how fast these people can put up a house. Courtyard Villa neighborhood, almost completed. They're putting in landscaping. I've never seen anything like this. Now what I'm doing notice right here, there's a house right here that let me see if I can point it out to you, like right there. If my finger will show up, that house has already got a swimming pool put in. They've already paved in the walking path. Or did they already have that in before? I'm not sure. Let me ride through here. Kind of get a picture. If you can see, that is going to be the cart path right here. They got all these houses. These right here, stick frame homes, going to be patio villas. I already know just by looking at them. You see the shape, the wood frames. Those are going to be up and coming patio villa neighborhood right there. I'm on Chandler Drive, by the way, guys. Chandler Drive. That'll be a neighborhood in there. The way that's walled off, I'm thinking maybe verandas. We'll pan over to the right. Look at all these houses, guys, that they've already got put up. I mean, would you look at it? Look at them. We came in here, was it last week or so? And, you know, you were seeing a few little sprouts are here and there, but man, almost done. All those houses off in that distance right there, guys, those are all, from what I'm looking at, I don't know if I can get back. I may get back there. Those look like cottage homes, because those are all stick frame. They're all vinyl siding homes, and they're much larger. So that to me looks to be potentially a cottage villa neighborhood. Donlin Circle. Donnellan Circle. The houses being put up. People have, you know, I've heard comments and people have, you know, read things where people will say, well, there's no way that these houses can be thrown up so fast and still be quality built houses. They're going up too fast. Well, that's true. They're going up pretty fast. But it's the system that the villages have, the way these builders do it. It's a system. And that system is what allows these houses to get built up so fast. If it was like one builder, one or two builders, and they had the same crew to do everything, it would take a whole lot longer. But these houses are built by individual teams, many different builders. They come in and do what they do. And by the time they finish doing what they're doing, it's like a house. It's like a 12-layer cake, you know. One layer gets done, the other guys come in and do their layer, and that layer comes up, and next thing you know, that the whole cake is built in no time. It's a system that they've used, and that's what I've heard and read. Amazing. That you can see the fencing go up in there for the pickleball, tennis ball courts. That's going to be your neighborhood rec area right in there. Well, I came all the way down to this one area where we came in last week. I think it was last week. Where it looks like it's going to be a new area. But all this has been paved. Now, I have no idea what neighborhoods this are going to be. This is completely walled in. It's a large area, guys. My gosh. And it's all walled in. So, these are all paved roads now. Pretty well cleaned up. They're getting ready to individualize these lots. We are all the way down about as far east as you can go. I'm going to come to the end here. Just circle around the clean paved road areas. There's the back wall of this neighborhood right there. Did the villagers put that wall up? I'm not sure. I don't know if that's been an existing wall. I'm going with maybe the villagers did that. The outer perimeter wall for the back of these houses right here. And then they put up a blue wall and joined up to it. It's been connected. So you can see how the neighborhood is laid out, and it goes down. Now this is only one layer of asphalt. They'll add a new one, and I'm thinking when they get done, they'll come back in with a new top on their way out. And you got a fresh looking neighborhood. Because there's a good couple of inches that they need to add. Yeah, that goes all the way back. And you can see the ground, how everything is being cleared up and smoothed out, right? Smoothed out. It's been a little while because the the weeds and the wild grass is starting to grow in its place. So they'll return that, I think, and kill that, so they can start building houses. They still haven't got the wiring, nothing in. Just in the early stages. So this neighborhood is on standby for now. They just have a road accessible so the crew can get in and start doing their thing when that time comes. Very large, actually. I'm kind of surprised how big it is. I just ran over something, a manway. And that's leaning out of this village right here. That's the entrance, one way in, one way out. Nice clean paved road for now. But wait till they start working on here and all the contractors get in here. There'll be mud and dirt and stuff, nails and screws and you name it, trash. This road was just paved so that these people can have access to the properties so they can start building on them. And here's the end of the layer where this one goes all the way out. So this road, this section came all the way out here to the end. There's that back wall due east. So that's east, as you can tell. And this is going to come out and you get a retention pond right here. Now, I don't know if this is going to be walled right there. I'm not sure, you know, I can't tell right now. It all looks like crap at the moment, but when they get done, when all this is it's gonna look way different, guys. It's gonna look a lot better. You know, once everything is finished, this is just all everything. You know, it's still got to be sodded, I think, or at least cut. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But if you look off in the distance, right off in here, you can see that there's a road that runs through there. It's coming from a whole nother section and it runs down. I hate to do the finger, but just kind of give you a bearing of where we're at. And there's a road that runs down and it looks like it goes all the way back out there. Now that's interesting. Big retention pond, already birds calling it home. Got this whole area out here. There's some large building off in the background. I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea what that is. Maybe it's a church or something. I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's keep moving along. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Just due to the fact that this neighborhood is completely walled in, is this an indication of something different? Because normally you would see courtyard villas, courtyards, right, and verandas in these type of walls. But since this whole village area, this neighborhood is all walled in, I'm just guessing, why is that? Why is this area done that way? There's the making of the cart path right there. You can see where the dirt is. That's the cart path. And here's the cart path on this side too. So it's pretty well in keeping with what they've been doing. Because these roads right here, for one thing, is just too small. Let's ride all the way down to the end of the street and see where it runs into. Just the fact that they've got the cart path going this way is interesting. And it's coming to right here, this huge open area right here. That cart path ends right there, and they're digging. You can see on the side, like, I don't know, like right in here, where they're going to carve out a continuation golf cart path. And this street comes all the way to, guess where? CR 470. So the street that I'm on now, we came down, was Chandler Drive and CR 470. So you could turn right on Chandler Drive and come all the way through Dabney to get onto Megason Road. So far there's going to be 2 entrances, and I'm sure this will probably be gated or something. I'm not sure. There's no indication of that as of yet, but they're not going to leave an open street like that coming in here right off the public road. So we came to the end of Chandler Drive and CR 470. So we have to turn around and go back because you can't go out there with the golf cart. I had no idea it did that. Interesting. So I'm sorry if I have to pan around, and I'm not trying to make anybody dizzy. I'm just trying to get a good panoramic view of how this place is going to be laid out. And we're coming back to this totally walled in neighborhood right here. That's the entrance of it. And see, once they put those houses in, you're not going to be able to see them. You cannot see those houses from off of this road. Well, why is that? Why are they blocking it off compared to the other neighborhoods? I came and hung a right on this road that we were looking at a little bit ago, and I forgot to get the name of it. I'll get it here in a moment. There's that retention pond into that neighborhood right there. Are they going to wall off that back section? Don't know. We'll come back and check on it as it progresses. And if you'll look, there's a road that goes back here. You see that road off in the distance, guys? And it runs along. That, I don't think that's the village's property right there. It looks like a cart path, or like a small street that goes to that little winding section off in those, where underneath all those trees. I do not believe that is not the village's property. Then you've got your fencing that they always put in here with some chicken wire or something in the back to keep. That is to, I know you can't really see it in the video, but if you see that wooden fence, it's got metal mesh on the back of it to keep certain size animals from, trying to get in. Just to discourage it. And there it continues along this wall right here, this fence. You can see it. Well, let's pan over to this side here. I'm gonna put you guys in the sun. Sorry about that, I'm trying not to. It's gonna be really pretty back here. I mean, it's gonna be really nice. It's got beautiful landscaping, the trees in the background. Let me come back to the right side. Wow, look at this. You got all this, and they got some landscaping going on. Well, check it out, guys. Back here, there's another gate entrance all the way back down here. Is this going to be the premier area? It seemed like it was off in the back, kind of isolated, if you will, for a possible premier home area. And I guess I'm just trying to figure out which one it might be. Well, we're all the way in the back. I changed up my battery. Now we're Back to recording, obviously, but where I'm sitting at, this is going to be the street of Bedminster Way and Lake Denham Drive. That's the road that we came down. Lake Denham Drive and Bedminster Way. Well, let's just keep riding around and see what we got going on here, fellas. Appreciate it. But this whole area back in here, it's all paved, but it's nothing but just paved road. Jersey Terrace. Got Spencer Avenue. And wild turkeys. See them all right there, guys? They're all running away. There's a whole flock of wild turkeys. Well, luckily for them, it's not Thanksgiving yet. They've got a whole section back here, neighborhoods that, I mean, you don't even know it's back here. You can't see it from the main road or anything. Unless you know it's back here, you'd have no clue. No clue. There's a whole nother massive section of the villages. That's why I say, guys, you can't get FOMO about hurrying up and buying a house in here. Jennings Court. We're coming down Shivers Loop right now is what we're on. Don't allow yourself to get FOMO about buying into villages. They're going to be building for years to come. They have many houses yet to be built. Here's the proof. Here's all of the neighborhoods. Just think of all the houses that are going to come in here that are hidden away from the rest of the world. And that's another thing to think about, people. Let's pan back over. I'm going to be shifting from left to right. I know, you know, if I had a drone license to where I could do these big fly arounds. I have a drone, but I don't like the footage that it gives me. I'm still learning on it. And but this is not as good as an aerial view, obviously. But you know, I'm the boots on the ground guy. I'm gonna stop right here and get out, pan around towards the east. This is a huge, massive area that they're still going to be building in here. Is this Lake Denham? Is this part of Dabney? I don't know. I haven't got the map in front of me. I'm going to have to try to find out. I'm going to be mentioning some of the street names, so that way they're going to be landmarks and, you know, to help identify where we're at exactly. So yes, this is all paved. Shrubs and pine straw. So obviously that's going to be a little walkway going to the back of that retention pond. I don't want to do this. I'm in flip-flops and I don't want to get dirt and stand all on my feet. Yeah, another huge section. I had no idea this was back. This is the first time, you know, getting back here, obviously. So it's like, who knew? It's completely, and it looks like what Gold Wingnut did on his flyover. Well, it's just completely surrounded by trees. This whole area is completely surrounded by trees. Now, seems okay, but just another frank personal thought. I don't know if people even care. But does it bug people to be surrounded by woods? But the real thought I was thinking, and now actually I'm coming down Flemington Path. This outer road that I'm on is called Flemington Path. But what I was saying is the fact that these neighborhoods here in the villages, and you can see, let me shift back this way, I guess. Are going to be so far removed from Brownwood, some places like that. Now, you know, you got Eastport coming up. That'll probably be the closest. Okay, we're coming off of Flemington Path back onto Lake Denham Drive. Lake Denham Drive. You're gonna feel a little bit removed from all the activities. So it's 9:35, and we're buried down almost all the way to the back end. Not quite, because we've been moving, right? So for this area, and I'm gonna kind of see how long it takes to get to the end back to Megason. Because once you get there, then you got to go down Megason to go over the Southern Oaks Bridge to get to Eastport. Then you got to go down to get to Sawgrass Grove and go all the way down to Brownwood, and the further away from the hot spot you're going to be, right? Some people really don't care. They're going to get in their golf cart and have a great time. Because when you get on your golf cart and you're cruising around, it does not seem that long. In most cases, it really doesn't seem that long. Now here's a little section right here. Is that going to be the postal station for this area? I don't know. Maybe. Seems a little small to me. So we're back on Bedminster Way and Lake Denham Drive. So we're going to exit this area out here and go down Lake Denham Drive. Back onto the main area. Now I'll say one thing about Florida. The skies are hard to beat. You get all these big, beautiful, white, fluffy clouds. I'm going to pan over to the right. Around in. There's the villager entering ways, exit. Off in the distance out there, you got some houses being built. Courtyards, I believe. We're going to take a little turn on this street right here. Since it's paved now, we could go get on the back side of this rec center, or your pool area right here. Actually, this street that we turned on was Lake Creek Circle. Lake Creek Circle. This does not go behind there. Or at least not yet. They haven't even got the road ready yet. I can see where it's going to cut through. It looks like it. I don't know. But we're going to have to go back out. But that is kind of a back view of the recreation area. It's pretty big. You know, that's going to look bigger than, say, your standard neighborhood pool, you know, your adult neighborhood pool. I thought, now I could be wrong, I saw a sign or something one time where the adult pool said that they had to be 30 years old and above. Now, I don't know if that's the case anymore. I saw that on one of the pools one day. This was a while back. But based on the size of this seems different. Is this going to be another family area? Much larger. And they need them out here, actually. Panning back over to the left. Another, smaller neighborhood belt. Looks like courtyards. We actually rode through there and looked at it one day. Trundle Terrace. Street signs are going in. Got the names on them. More homes being built right here. Stick frame homes. What I call a traditional home. They're getting the landscape. Oh man, I gotta quit running over all these potholes. Or I mean, sorry, the manway covers. As you can see, they're getting the landscape ready, and they're going to start putting pine straw. Those are good indication that this area is really going to be done in no time at all. That street right here is called Fox Place. We're still on Chandler Drive. That was going down Fox Place. Nice, cute little done up retention pond back in there. This little space right here is called Dondolin Circle. Just gonna circle around, basically around this retention pond, kind of like. I'm gonna pause this video right here. The reason why I paused it for a second, as I was riding by, I was looking into the pond, and I took notice to a small little gator out there in front of me. I don't know if you can see him or not. He's like right up in here somewhere. These alligators, apparently they just kind of move around through the waterways, I think. They smell the water, and so they travel and they move around from place to place a lot of the times. Now, there's not many birds or anything around here, so I don't know what he's going to be eating for dinner. But there he is, guys. Probably one of the first residents in this area. We're going to keep coming down. I'm looking at Conwall Way. We'll take a look at those houses done. They're not ready to be rode around in it yet. Still got a lot of dirt and construction going on. So maybe in about another week or so, I'll come back and take a look and see if the roads have been cleared up, and take a ride through what I'm suspecting to be a cottage villa neighborhood. And right here, Rollman Loop. That's what that'll be. Passing up a street called Anison Terrace. But yeah, these are going to be up and coming patio villas right here. This section right here is Jolette Place. Jolette Place. And there's the cart path right there. So let me stick to this side here where they got houses. There's a lot of construction. I don't like riding in areas where there's a lot of dirt. Some people do it, but I don't. Yeah, maybe try to come back next week and ride through there. And then you've got this courtyard, Morgan Street. So this area will be Chandler Drive and Morgan Street. I'm going to come back maybe next week or so and see how that looks. If that neighborhood looks a lot more done and promising, I may ride through there. I don't know, maybe I'll ride through there now. Looks like the street sweepers have been through here. Just dusty. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna come back next Sunday, I think. Maybe next week. Should be more done. Cleaner roads, it's not as dusty, because we're supposed to get a bunch of rain or something next week, I think. So I'm gonna try for another time for cleaner streets, just a little bit more done, so it'll be a nicer video of them. But it won't be long before those are done. So it's 9:51. Came from all the way from that area in the far back up here. That was what, 15 minutes, and that really wasn't even a steady run. I was just pooting around. So now we're back on Megason Road and SR 470 for those who may not know where we're at. You see the landscaping on the side right here with the palm trees. Now look how beautiful that is. Tell me if they don't know what they're doing around here or what. That looks like it's been there a long time, and that's fairly new. It's fairly new, guys, and it looks that established already. Well, anyway, I'm gonna cut this video off right here. It's been pretty long. I'm gonna try to edit down a lot of unnecessary areas, and if you haven't already, please help me out. Subscribe to the channel and click that like button. Well, thanks guys, hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm gonna do my best to kind of shorten this ride down a little bit and not make it quite as lengthy. Hope that kind of gives us an idea of some of the areas that are up and coming. And as always, stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.